What's going on, guys? Apathetic here, and with the nerf to the Mountaintop and Wendigo quests, grenade launchers have been more prevalent than ever in the Crucible. Now, whether that's because people are grinding towards one of these quests, or people just get the joy out of sucking all the fun out of Crucible, I'm not sure. But the fact of the matter is, grenade launchers are everywhere, so today I'm going to provide some tips on how we can outplay grenade launchers in the Crucible. Let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to avoid nooks and crannies or areas with lots of angles. The reason this is important is because of weapons like Fighting Lion, where people will often just keep shooting the grenade and hoping a lucky bounce off a wall will net them a kill. Now, if you find yourself in a situation where grenades are flying your way and you're in a hallway or cave of some kind, then the important thing is to get the hell out of Dodge, get out of there, reposition. Very often people will just stay in the same spot or drop a rift in the case of a Warlock and try to stay and fight. Save your grenade launcher induced rage for another day and reposition yourself where you can get a better angle to get the kill without being killed by some random splash damage. Our second tip for outplaying grenade launchers is to try and bait the grenade launchers. The key weakness of grenade launchers is the fact that if they miss that first shot, then they are forced to reload, and most grenade launchers take a little bit of time to do this. So we bait the grenade by peek shotting. For those of you not familiar, peek shotting is when you pop out of cover, shoot your enemy, go back into cover, and re-establish your aim, and hopefully cause your enemy to miss, then peek back out. By peek shotting, not only can we do some additional damage to our enemy, but we can also bait them into firing their grenade launcher and either missing or doing minimal damage. Once they do that, the window is open to press the issue and secure the kill, because everyone knows people who use grenade launchers definitely don't have a primary, so we shouldn't have any problem closing that gap. Getting into our third tip and trying to outplay these GL users, and that's to play them up close. What I mean by this is you want to force these people to make a decision. Oftentimes GL users have a very hard time making a decision when pressed, and we need to take advantage of that. By pushing in on our enemy, this puts them in a position where they have to consider if they can land the kill, or 2, wait till we get closer but also risk killing themselves. I've had a lot of success pushing people using grenade launchers because as I'm closing the gap, I can make them miss using a higher mobility build combined with sliding constantly, and often you will see your enemy panic. Something else though that we do need to keep in mind for this tip is we need to be aware of our enemy's loadout and the kill feed. The reason I say this is because a lot of GL users also like to use Recluse. Surprise, surprise. So we need to focus on the kill feed, because if they've just gotten a kill from one of our blueberries, then this strategy will be less effective in a scenario where Recluse is present. But otherwise, by being hyper aggressive and forcing our GL users into making a decision, we can easily outplay them in their terrible aim, or at the very least get a trade. But not all GL users care about being pushed up close, and they will just constantly go for the kamikaze play. So when we get enemies that have no respect for themselves, as most GL users don't, this is where we need to flip the script. And this brings me to tip 4, my final tip, and that's to engage from a distance. Ensuring we equip the right weapon here is critical. We need to make sure we are using either a higher range hand cannon or pulse rifle. Now, the reason it's important to play at a distance because it creates more travel time between us and the grenade launcher's projectile. By doing this, it allows us to have a higher chance of evading the grenade and land shots from afar on our now helpless GL user. The other benefit of playing GL user at a distance is it forces them to actually aim a little bit, which, if you didn't know, isn't the GL user's strong point. They tend to go for that splash damage and then switch to their Recluse to clean up what's left of you. So the more we can force our GL users to aim, the better off we will be when engaging them. That's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is a little bit more of a kind of making fun of GL users, but also actual tips as well, just to kind of address all the frustration I've been seeing and coming from myself personally around all the grenade launchers I've been seeing in the Crucible. But again, if you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, as it's a free way to support me, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
Zone C captured. 5 minutes left. Zone B, Captain. You have zone advantage. Good! Fantastic work! I know a comeback when I see one. Fight on! Zone B lost. It's time, Guardian. That shut them down. Minutes left. Zone A captured. You have zone advantage. Zone C lost. Zone B captured. You have advantage. Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. Zone B lost. You captured Zone B. You have advantage. Zone A captured. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Go. Make them try. Only 1 minute left. Zone C lost. Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent. My Torah would be proud of you, Warlock. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. 10 seconds. Be well. Zones controlled. Targets eliminated. Nice work.